This is Jonathan Agov here for Pro Boxing fans down at Peacock Gym in London, just 1 week out from Regis Prograis' massive fight with Josh Taylor. First of all, Regis, welcome to London. How are you?
I'm good, man. Everything is cool, man. Nice, getting this weight off, but everything's been good. I'm glad I'm here in London.
How much are you looking forward to fighting in London? Obviously, not in your hometown. Could be a hostile environment. Are you looking forward to that? Do you relish off that?
I'm looking forward to it, man, to be honest. That's why I jumped at the opportunity. When they told me it's going to be here, I jumped at it. I didn't even question it, coming over here. And that's why I came over here 3 weeks early, so I can get adjusted to everything, the weather, the time, the food, the people, everything. So, I mean, this kind of is like a dream fight come true for me.
Now, I know you did a sort of media day yesterday in front of the British media. Looking ahead to next week, Josh Taylor, what have you made of the build-up so far? I mean, is it anything you've ever experienced before?
It's definitely big. I think to be honest, I think it's just a little bigger because I've been all my last fights and stuff like that. Like I've been doing, a ton of media, a whole lot of media stuff. But this one, of course, being over here I think it's definitely a little bigger, and it's a lot of anticipation. It's a lot of people that say they really can't wait for this fight. A lot of my other fights, people felt like I was gonna walk through them. They felt like some people felt like my opponents could give me a test, but they all felt like I was gonna walk through them. With this fight, it's different, and I think it's a lot of anticipation because Josh Taylor is such a good fighter. So a lot of people just can't wait for it. They feel it's really a 50-50 fight, and that's what boxing needs.
I mean, so much on the line, massive unification, World Boxing Super Series, Muhammad Ali trophy. I mean, how much pressure is on this against Josh Taylor?
I don't feel the pressure. To be honest, for me, it's another day. Of course, after the fight, then I think that's when I really feel it and stuff like that. But for me, there's no pressure on me, especially especially right now. I don't feel no pressure, nothing like that. So, but of course, when we go into the Lions, then as they call it, then that's when I think that's when you have to ask me after that. That's when I guess I feel some pressure and stuff like that. But as far as right now, that's the reason I came over here 3 weeks early, so I could get acclimated to just everything, so no pressure right now.
You're the main event with Josh Taylor. Obviously, we saw at the press conference a certain Dereck Chisora wasn't too happy with it. You sort of have a couple words exchanged with Dereck. Are you expecting something similar next week's press conference?
I don't know, I mean, if he say something, of course, it depends on how I feel. Maybe I'll say something, but next week, I'll be all the way losing weight and stuff like that, so I might not even have energy to say nothing. But you never know. It depends on what he's saying. It depends on how I react to it. But I mean, as far as I don't have no plans to say nothing to him, but you never know. With him, you never know what things go.
Now, a couple other super lightweights are fighting this tomorrow, actually. Robbie Davis Jr. and Lewis Ritson. Do you know anything about them?
Not to be honest, I don't know, to be honest.
No worries. Let's move on. I want to know your pound for pound top three. I mean, there's been a lot that's been spoken about.
Canelo, Terence Crawford, Lomachenko.
That's simple.
That's simple. For me right now, I think it's those three. You can put them in different orders, but I still feel like Canelo is #1 just because of his resume. He is the biggest name in the sport right now, and he keeps constantly improving. He's the money man right now in the sport, so I feel like it's definitely Canelo is #1.
And finally, what motivates you? What has motivated you throughout your boxing career to lace the gloves, get up in the morning, do your runs? What motivates Regis Prograis?
First off, I don't do my runs in the morning time. I do them at night, so I don't have to wake up early for that. But I mean, I just love the sport, man. To be honest, I just studied. I still read every day for hours and hours a day on boxing. I study. I've been doing it for a long time, and for me, I just want to be like my idols. That's the main thing. And everybody always asks me, what's my goals and stuff. But for me, it's just like I don't have no goals. It's always just to keep getting better and better and better. Keep improving, get better, and keep winning. And for me, the sky's the limit.
Regis, I appreciate your time here at Peacock Gym, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Yep. See you next week, man.